Hello, my friends and my fellow automation engineers and fans, and welcome to our latest crazy challenge on our, of course, BN channel. Because this is the 1990s cop car challenge. Because as most of you know, there was a vote lately on my YouTube channel on my community tab, and the winning vote went for the 1990s cop car challenge, and I'm more than happy to redo it again because in the past we actually did the cop car challenge, but back then automation game was absolutely super simple and super basic. But these days automation game of course got updated so many times, and with the usage of course of Steam Workshop mods, I think the results of this challenge will be absolutely crazy and beautiful at the same time. So I really cannot wait for the testing video to see what the participants of course will come up with. So let's get on with the rules. The rules are absolutely super simple. Just pay attention. It's not that hard really. And of course, I want you to enjoy watching this video because I had so much fun creating this awesome beast. Me and Mr. OME, we created this, as you can see, this beautiful, super powerful, super amazing beast that can take on the world, as you can see, and protect everyone, as you can see, using its brutal force and of course its powerful engine and everything and every single toy and crazy thing on it. Right now you'll be watching some pursuits that I did using of course BeamNG. So let's talk about the rules while of course you will enjoy watching those crazy police pursuits. All right. So the first and the most important rule here, which is of course the production year, as always needs to be, because it's in the 1990s, so of course obviously it's 1990. That's the production year. The next bit is the allowed body type. I want you, my friends, to use any body type you want. Use your imagination. I want you to get super creative in this challenge. The police force, they always ask for the latest and the most super powerful vehicles. So get creative, create whatever you feel doing. A pickup, an SUV, a coupe, anything. The police force always looks for new vehicles to keep everyone safe, and of course to keep the community safe, and of course from criminals and from every possible threat. All right, so use any body type you want. The materials, you can use absolutely any material you want. Now let's get on with the engine. The engine, my friend, you can use absolutely any engine you want, turbocharged, naturally aspirated, anything you want. Let's see, the intake, because it's a police car and police cars are super reliable, and the police force, they don't want to fix them every 5 minutes, so the intake needs to be standard only, no performance and no race intake. Right, the next bit is the let's see, the exhaust. Yes, my friends, also the police cars needs to be quiet. They are not racing cars, so you need to use any type of header you want. If you are building a naturally aspirated engine, you can use any header type you want, except no racing headers, because those are for racing cars and you cannot really mass produce make a car to be mass produced, of course, using race headers. So no race headers, but you can use any other option you want. And you need to use a catalytic converter, because police cars are also clean for the environment, and you need to use at least a single reverse flow muffler. So basically, if you are building an exhaust system, if you want to put a single muffler on your engine, you need to use only the reverse flow muffler. But if you want to put two mufflers on your engine, you can use absolutely any other option you want. So a single muffler, only reverse flow. More than two, you can use any other option you want, but you need to use a muffler. You cannot run a straight pipe exhaust system. Right, now the fuel type, my friends, you need to use 95 premium unleaded octane only premium 95 only, no more, no less. Right, the next bit is the let's see, the gearbox. You can use any gearbox you want. The differential, you can use absolutely any differential let's say you want. Right. Let's see. The next bit is the let's see, the tires. You can use hard long life tires if if you want your cop car to be efficient. But if you are looking for a little bit more comfort and a little bit more grip, you can use medium. So hard or medium compound only. The next bit is the brakes. You can use any brakes, any brake type you want. The fading, the brake fading, my friend, your brakes. If your brakes are fading, your limit is 3% max on the sport category only, because there are 3 categories on the brakes, so you can go 3% max on the sport only. The under tray in the aerodynamical section, you can choose any under tray option you want. The engine cooling, your limit is 50 to 100, because 50 is the default and 100 is the max, so it's up to you. Now the brakes cooling, or the brake airflow as they call it in an automation game, your limit is from 10 to 100.
No! God, please, no! No!
The next bit is the seats. Well, my friends, you can choose 5-seat minimum for any 4-door car. For any 4-door vehicle, you need to use 5-seat at least. But if you are building like a 2-door coupe or a 2-door pickup, then you can go 2 seats minimum. Yes, my friends, if your vehicle has 4 doors, you need to use 5 seats. If your vehicle has 2 doors only, you need to use 2 seats. Let's see. The interior, my friend, well, you can use standard is the standard. The interior option is your minimum. You cannot choose basic. Basic is super cheap and super rubbish. Standard is your minimum, and you can use absolutely any other option you want except no basic. The entertainment system, also the same thing. Standard is your minimum, no less than standard, but you can use anything else you want. Now the power steering, of course, it's required because cop cars are comfortable, so it's required. You can choose any option you want. Traction aids like ABS, traction control, it's also required. You need to choose any option you want. Safety, of course, it's required. You can choose any option you want. Now the final bit is the suspension. Well, my friends, you can choose absolutely any suspension type you want. It's up to you, my friend, any suspension type you want. But you need to, of course, to make sure that you have at least 15 points for the comfort. That's your minimum. Your car needs to have at least 15 points for the comfort. Those are all the rules, as you can see. Pretty simple, pretty awesome, and pretty easy.
Psych!
Now, the total category points. Well, because we are building cop cars, I'm not asking you to calculate all the 8 individual categories. No, you need to calculate only the first 7 categories, which they are drivability, sport, comfort, safety, reliability, practicality, and eco. No prestige, because these cars are not for sale. That's why no one cares about the prestige. So 7 categories only. Add them all together and you will get your total category points number, which will of course determine if your car is in or not in the final video. Now, the maximum price for your car, my friend, your car needs to cost no more than $27,000. That's your limit, $27,000 max, no more than that. Now the quality slider with the client sliders, which is our last bit here, my friend, you can choose 0 or minus quality sliders. No plus quality on absolutely anything. Everything should be on 0 or minus quality. So my friends, that is pretty much it. Those are all the rules for this challenge. If you want to participate for a chance to win this awesome and super massive beast that you are seeing, not right now because this is a BeamNG car, but you know, the car that is actually following it, that massive super powerful truck or SUV, whatever you want to call it, that I think is super powerful, super quick, handles really nicely, and it can absolutely destroy anything in its way. So if you want to win that, so you can enjoy it in your, of course, in your BeamNG.drive, participate in this challenge, follow all the rules, and of course submit your .car file on my Discord page. the link in the description below. So my friends, the deadline, as I was mentioning, is the 16th of July, 6 p.m. plus 3 GMT time, because that's my local time.
It was at this moment that he knew. He up.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you very, very soon, and goodbye for now, my friends.